Don't be a boob. For more videos like this one, please subscribe to this channel.
So we will see that clouds, the cloud cover will probably actually stick around, but as we head into the weekend, big high pressure builds in, you will get that sunshine, and it'll be nice to have that sun on your face, especially in the winter months when it's so dreary. We have multiple advisories that are posted, you know, from West Virginia to the I-95 corridor. Those will start to get, dropped as probably the day goes on and things do improve. We're right here on the tidal basin, Jen. I wanted to show our viewers real quick. That's the Jefferson Memorial behind us under construction. They started in 2019, Jen, and they're doing repairs to the roof and also to the marble. And of course, I'm sure the weather plays a big role in why they have to do some of those repairs.
Oh, exactly. The weathering happening. And, you know, that's the case in all the monuments there. And look, here in New York City, too, the weather plays a big role, definitely, in how people get out and enjoy everything the city has to offer. And Central Park is beautiful in all seasons. I came back into the park now so you can see it in all of its new fresh snow coat out here. It's a beautiful scene, just a beautiful scene out all across Central Park. 834 acres. I mean, this is basically New York City's backyard, right? And people are out this morning. Their dogs are out. They've been running around in the snow. Speaking of running, I've seen a number of joggers as well. I mean, pretty much just after first light, started to see everyone coming out and getting into the park to enjoy. And right now, without a lot of people going into a gym, this is the place to exercise, right? You've got all the trails. And it's challenging, though, to keep a place like this open in weather like this, right? So the new chief of operations for the park, Damon Bennett, his first month on the job is this month. Now, our top 10 snowiest month on record. And this is what he had to say about starting in all this weather.
Mother Nature has welcomed me with her cold hands. But the New Yorkers and the staff here at the Conservancy have given me such a warm welcome, and I'm so happy to be here and to be a part of this great organization, and as we continue to do great things here at Central Park.
Yeah, and you know what he talked a lot about, the challenge in the park is that, you know, once there's a snow coat everywhere, you got to know where the trails are to clear them. So he has a great staff, and they basically know the park by heart. They can walk every trail. They know when to put the plows down. They know when to lift them, when they need a snow brush, exactly when, so that they can keep it safe for all of the visitors to enjoy. And also they do a lot of it at night, too, so that people can get out and enjoy without having to watch for plows in the way. 3.2 officially. The official snow observation is taken here in New York City. And Kelly, when I got to talk to Damon about that, I was like, you're really important. It's a big deal. The snow observation actually, you know, goes into the record books. So certainly that's something we'll be watching today, because if we get an inch, that puts us in tied for 8th. If we get 2 inches, that puts us at tied at 5th snowiest February record.
5.
So
exactly,
we're adding up.
I love what that guy said. Mother Nature, you know, welcoming him with cold hands. That is a good way to put it, Jen. And you really need, you know, 2 different types of attire just to get around New York City. And then once you get into a building, you can take off a layer and switch out your shoes as well. All right, let's talk about these extremes. We go from there where we're used to the snow, but down to the southern plains, not so much. And in fact, we're talking all-time cold temperatures as well. We went from an all-time temperature record to a record-breaking snowfall for Del Rio, Texas. A whopping 11.2 inches of snow has set the record here. The previous 24 record was set back in 1985 when Del Rio saw 8.6 inches of snow, weighing down the trees out there. No wonder we've had so many issues with some power outages. And still this morning, there are lots of people without power. So yeah, the cold air is here to stay for just a little while longer. We got to get through the weekend, and then things will gradually improve. We get to average and then even above average beyond that. But we got to melt this snow, and because the cold air is still with us, that's going to be an issue with more pipes bursting, unfortunately. Take a look at the temperatures right now. Single digits. Oklahoma City, 6 in Abilene right now, even below freezing as far south as Corpus Christi. You factor in that north wind, which is blowing 10 to 15 miles per hour, and this is what you need to dress for. It feels like 3 in Oklahoma City, 19 the wind chill factor, and yeah, we're talking about record cold temperatures to start off our weekend. There will be a little melting going on today. Temperatures do warm above freezing, but then overnight, we could see a refreeze of all that. So definitely tricky travel still. All the dots on this map representing where we could tie or even break low temperatures here. 19 in Shreveport, that should be enough for a record. Del Rio getting down to 27, that's enough to tie. Austin getting down to 21 degrees, easily a new record for us. And Houston getting within 1 degree of that record tomorrow morning. Well, today could be a critical day for families waiting for help in the ongoing crisis in Texas. FEMA has more than 60,000 blankets and 225,000 meals staged and ready to distribute in Fort Worth, Texas. New this morning, after a week of storms struck the Lone Star State, this could be our first pretty bad for sure. And with this week of brutal winter storms, all infrastructure is affected. But according to FEMA, challenges to healthcare and public health are critical, with Texas being the most impacted state. And Reynolds happens to be there in Texas. He's